Do you ever feel like it's impossible for you to relax, therefore it's affecting your sleep? Well, you're not alone. And in this video, we're going to do some tapping for that reason with Coco. My name is Carol Richard from Tapping Into Sleep. And before you tap along with Coco and I, why don't you go to my website, read my disclaimer, the link is in the description below, and then come join us and be responsible for your own health and well-being as you're tapping. So what happened was that, and we've tapped on this before, me and Coco, but she just feels that it's impossible for her to relax. She has a lot going on in her life right now. That is not part of the video, of course, but she is always having this rush energy and it's impossible for her to relax. So we started doing some tapping so that she could then start relaxing. And what was interesting is she is an experienced tapper. And she started noticing the energy all over her body. So we switched to a technique called chasing the pain or chasing the sensation so that we could really let that energy release. And she could now start believing that it was possible for her to relax as the peace and calm came into her body. So tap along and I'll see you afterwards. All right. So we had worked before on I can't relax. And so I want to test today 0 to 10. When you say that I can't relax, therefore I can't sleep, is there any intensity to that today?
9.
9. It's still quite high.
It's because it's impossible for me to relax.
It's impossible for me to relax. That's a belief that is deeply ingrained in there. All right, so let's start right there and see where this takes us. All right, so change my words as I tap. You know, you can interrupt me, just say what else pops up in your mind. You want to make sure to capture what really truly resonates with you.
Okay.
All right, so even though it's impossible for me to relax.
It's impossible for me to relax.
Right here, right now, I'm okay.
Right here, right now, I'm okay.
And even though it's impossible for me to relax.
It's impossible for me to relax.
I'm just acknowledging that that's how I feel.
I'm feeling like electricity on my neck.
Already. Okay, so let's just jump to chasing that pain. Well, tell me about this electricity in your neck that's happening.
I feel a little bit dizzy.
See, okay. Just keep your
with
eyes
the
open.
with the first phrase.
With the first phrase, yeah, because it's hard for you to say right here, right now. Okay. Yeah. All right. So top of the head, just put your feet on the floor. And just so you know, we can change that phrase if it's too much for you. That happens. We can say, I just acknowledge how I feel.
I acknowledge how I feel.
It's impossible for me to relax.
It's impossible for me to relax.
And that's my current truth.
And that's my current truth.
Yeah. I feel the electricity in the back of my head.
I feel the electricity in the back of my head.
It's impossible for me to relax.
It's impossible for me to relax.
Take a breath. Say that again. It's impossible for me to relax.
It's impossible for me to relax.
What are you noticing in your body or in your mind as you say that?
I'm relaxing.
You're relaxing? So that electricity in the back of your head, is it still there?
Now it's more like a stiffness, no more electricity. It's no more electricity.
So now it's a stiffness right in the back of your neck? Okay. 0 to a 10 on the stiffness behind your neck.
6.
6. Does it have any descriptors with it? So it's a stiffness that feels like what?
Maybe it's gray.
Maybe it's gray. Okay. Anything else?
And 2 columns.
2 columns. Okay. So even though I have this stiffness showing up in the back of my neck.
I have this stiffness showing up in the back of my neck.
It's gray.
It's gray.
It's got 2 columns.
It has 2 columns.
I acknowledge that it's there.
I acknowledge that it's there.
And even though
I
have this stiffness showing up in the back of my neck.
I have this stiffness showing up in the back of my head.
It's gray.
It's gray.
Got 2 columns.
It has 2 columns.
I'm just acknowledging that it's there.
I'm just acknowledging that it's there.
And even though I have this stiffness in the back of my head,
I have this stiffness in the back of my head,
it's okay.
it's okay.
I just acknowledge that it's energy moving.
I just acknowledge it. It's the energy moving.
Yeah. Of the head. This stiffness in the back of my head.
The stiffness in the back of my head.
It's gray.
It's gray.
It's got 2 columns.
It has 2 columns.
This stiffness in the back of my head.
The stiffness in the back of my head.
It's gray.
It's gray.
It's got 2 columns.
It has 2 columns.
The stiffness in the back of my neck. Or
The
my head.
stiffness in the back of my head.
Take a breath. Focus on that stiffness now in the back of your head.
It's disappearing.
It's disappearing. I want you to say that again. It's impossible for me to relax.
It's impossible for me to relax.
Does that feel true?
Not so much.
Not so much. So what's showing up instead?
Maybe it's possible.
Maybe it's possible. And do we have any proof that it could be possible for you to relax?
Because my stiffness is going away.
Stiffness is going away. And when you think of relaxing, what does that look like for you?
Calm inside of me.
Are you
And my
able
muscles are relaxed and soft.
muscles relax and soft? Are you feeling that right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm feeling kind of sleepy.
Sleep. That's good. All right.
Oh.
So that's what happens, right? When we start tapping on it's impossible for me to relax. And we've done some tapping on this before. So that's why it moved quicker for you because we've already worked on this. Remember last time we put it in the garden somewheres in the earth?
Yes.
All
Because
right.
this was very fast.
Yeah. It's already worked on it before. So the more you work, it can show up again. You know, it's impossible for me to relax. You came into this session, you were activated. It felt impossible for you to relax. Now we just took the edge off. And because we've already worked on it before, it's easier to calm it down. All right. So you feeling this muscles relax, calmness in your body right now?
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to tune into that feeling and tell me, where is it showing up in your body?
I can breathe more deeply.
Breathe more deeply. What else?
I'm not thinking. My brain is relaxed, blank.
Blank.
I have nothing to do.
Nothing to do.
Nothing is telling me to do something. Rushing me, pressure me.
Right. So right now I can breathe more deeply.
Right now I can breathe more deeply.
My brain is not giving me a to-do list.
My brain is not giving me a to-do list. For sure.
So there's no pressure in this moment.
There's no pressure in this moment. It's like a free zone.
It's like a
right
free
now.
zone. It's possible for me to relax.
Oof. That sentence is powerful. It is possible for me to relax.
It's possible for me to teach my brain and body how to relax.
It's possible to teach my brain and body how to relax.
And the more I do it,
The more I do it,
the easier it becomes.
the easier it becomes.
Say that again.
And I like it.
And I like it. I like to relax.
It feels nice, good. I like it.
It's possible for me to relax.
It's possible for me to relax. I'm in peace.
I'm at peace when I'm relaxed.
I'm in peace when I'm relaxed.
It's possible for me to relax.
It's possible for me to relax.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's put your hands on your heart. I want you to feel into that feeling of relaxing. And just
I feel joy.
Joy. So tune into that joy and know that it's right there for you to grab on next time you're ready.
I'm grateful for this moment.
Mm-hmm. It's always a pleasure tapping with you, Coco.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Wasn't that so beautiful when Coco started shifting the energy of it's possible for me to relax, and the joy and the peace and the calm all came into her body. And by doing this tapping and shifting that energy, she's now able to get on with her day and get the things done that she needs to do. She's not so stuck on it's impossible for me to relax. And doing this right before bed, it's impossible for me to relax, therefore I can't sleep. And switching it and tapping until it switches to it is possible for me to relax. I do feel peace and calm in my body. Can allow you to sleep better, and it definitely allowed Coco to sleep better. So before you click off, why don't you go to my website and grab a copy of your free guide, Journey to Better Sleep, 5 action steps to improve the quality of your sleep. So you can get started on learning what you need to do in order to make your sleep better. And if you have any questions, I'm here because I know that when we sleep, life is beautiful.